So, Tesla just dropped a new video on their Optimus project. And yeah, on the surface, it looks like a simple recruitment teaser, but trust me, it is packed with clues about the next generation of humanoid robots. Okay, let's get right into this, because what they're showing off is a total shift in how we even think about engineering.
You know, one of Tesla's own engineers really says it best. Just imagine walking into work and seeing these autonomous bots just walking around, doing things like folding your laundry. It sounds like something straight out of a movie, right? A vision of some far-off future.
But here's the key takeaway. This isn't science fiction anymore. For the team at Tesla, this is their daily reality. They are building that future, like right now, and it demands a completely different level of intensity.
And that brings us to the core idea of this whole explainer. Probably the best way to wrap your head around the challenge of building Optimus is to stop thinking about regular engineering and start thinking about it more like an extreme sport.
This quote from the video just nails it. Why? Well, because building Optimus isn't just about solving equations on a whiteboard. No way. It's a super high-stakes, high-pressure race to build something that, until like 5 minutes ago, we all thought was basically impossible.
So what does that actually mean? Well, think about what a professional athlete needs, right? You need explosive power, pinpoint precision, perfect balance, and the endurance to just keep going. Now take those exact same requirements and apply them to a machine. That's the insane bar Tesla has set for Optimus.
And to create a machine that can perform at that kind of level, you can't just go out and buy parts off the shelf. Forget about it. You have to design and build the entire athlete from the ground up, from its bones all the way to its brain.
And this is just classic Tesla, isn't it? They looked around, realized the supply chain for a real humanoid robot just didn't exist. So what do? They go, fine, we'll invent it ourselves.
The thing that's truly incredible here is just the sheer scale of it all. I mean, we're talking everything is built in-house. The actuators, which are basically mechanical muscles, custom motors, all the joints, the entire sensor suite, cooling systems, batteries, and even the main computer boards. They are literally building the whole thing from scratch. It is an absolutely insane undertaking.
Now, of all the amazing components they're building, there is one part that stands out as the single most complex, most difficult challenge of the entire project, and that is the hands.
And believe me, that is not an exaggeration. Elon himself said that getting the hands and the forearms right is harder than building the rest of the entire robot combined. Mastering dexterity, that's the real key to making a robot that can do, well, pretty much anything.
And this just shows you the incredible balance act they have to pull off. On one hand, the robot's hands need to be delicate enough to handle an egg or fold laundry, with 22 different degrees of freedom and precision down to a fraction of a millimeter. But on the other hand, they need the raw power to carry up to 20 kilograms, with water-resistant sealing so they can work in the real world.
Okay, so designing this robotic athlete is one massive challenge, but building millions of them, that is an entirely different event. This is what we're calling the Manufacturing Olympics.
The very first event in these Olympics is clearing the price hurdle. The target cost for each and every Optimus unit once they get to scale is somewhere between $20,000 and $30,000. I mean, for a machine this complex, that is incredibly ambitious.
All right, next up, production volume. They're already building a production line at the Fremont factory that's designed to handle 1 million units a year. That's a huge number for any product, let alone a humanoid robot.
But wait, because that's just the warm-up. The ultimate goal for the big production line at Giga Texas is a mind-boggling 10 million units per year. To even put that number into perspective,
Just let those numbers sink in for a second. Over 27,000 robots every single day. That breaks down to nearly 1,100 robots rolling off the assembly line every single hour, 24/7. The scale is it's almost impossible to even comprehend. They'll have to be literally running out the door.
So why, right? Why go through all this monumental effort? Well, because this isn't just about building some cool robot. The goal here is to fundamentally change the very nature of labor and just massively amplify human potential.
Look, this whole thing isn't about replacing people. It's about creating a new tool. A tool that can handle all the dangerous, the repetitive, or just plain boring tasks, which would then free up humans to focus on the higher value stuff that actually requires creativity, critical thinking, and empathy.
Now, to put the next step into perspective, I want you to think about the SpaceX Raptor engine. When the first images of it came out, experts were like, no way, that can't work. Well, Elon has compared the upcoming Optimus Generation 3 to that exact same kind of massive engineering leap.
We are literally witnessing a jump from a cool prototype to something that could truly change the world.
And all of this brings us to the final, and let's be honest, pretty provocative question. Yeah, this project is meant to amplify humanity, but it also forces us to think about something really profound. As we engineer these incredible high-performance robotic athletes, we have to consider the future we're creating, and what it really means for us when they inevitably become more capable. What an extraordinary time to be alive.